Karens are known for creating problems, especially with the police.
I need my money back, freaking bitch.
Hey, you're about to be the same.
I have my license on me, okay? Take me in.
But what happens when they go too far?
I don't get it,
listen to me.
So fucking take me to the fucking jail.
These are some of the wildest Karen interactions caught on body cam. Starting with this woman who was denied boarding and decided to handle things herself.
So, they're not going to let you fly on this flight, is what they're telling you, correct?
Why?
I don't know.
I'm supposed to be here right now.
Then let's go back to the land side and let's find you another flight.
My mom is there. My whole family's there. I have a flight for this ticket. Please,
What's your name? Rachel?
Say, I'm sorry. I didn't even say nothing
It's
to
not
him.
between us.
Okay, but can you talk to him? About what? I don't know.
There are many signs that this situation could go bad very quickly. A very emotional person with Karen-like behavior, dealing with personal issues, and it is hard to tell if it is just emotion or if alcohol is involved. But the main problem is that it does not look like she is going to reach any agreement with the airline.
Let me see your boarding pass or your passport.
Like, how do you have this job and you don't have customer service to be able to handle somebody who's frustrated? I don't get it.
Rachel,
I don't get it,
listen
though.
to me.
So fucking take me to the fucking jail! Take me to the fucking jail! Take me to jail! Take me to jail! Take me to jail!
There it is, the Karen snap, where emotions and poor judgment take over good thinking. Every officer has seen this before.
Rachel, are you injured? Okay, do you need a medical assistance at all? Okay. Okay, now you want No.
We're just going to
Sit.
leave you
Stay
right
like
there. We
this.
don't want you kicking anybody else.
Stay like that.
This woman is going through a lot and is making the situation even worse. We understand. If she is dealing with the loss of a family member, that is very difficult, but it does not justify her behavior. In fact, now in front of all these people, imagine if she behaved like this at 35,000 feet inside an airplane.
Stop. Relax. I'm not letting you go. You're going to jail.
Relax. Stop resisting.
Stop.
So get off of me! You're running on me! Fuck off of me!
Listen to me. If you kick somebody again, you will be
Just
sprayed.
get off of me!
Relax.
Okay, so get the fuck off of me!
That's all
Where
you
the fuck am I gonna go? I swear to God, I'm gonna sue you guys. Get the fuck away from me! Move! So move!
You're being combative. This is what we're doing
I
until we
know!
get your
I
card here.
literally told you guys my fucking situation. All you motherfuckers are insensitive as fuck because a motherfucker here doesn't know how to do customer service.
Again, she says she lost a family member. We are in a crowded airport. There are other people who may have also lost loved ones, and now they have to watch this. There are also young children who may already be nervous about flying, and this kind of behavior only makes things worse.
All right, have a seat in the chair, please.
Fuck off of me! Hey, let me go. Just grab my
We
stuff.
don't want. We'll grab your stuff. Sit down.
Guys,
Put your feet
shit.
down.
Y'all take off
Put your
fucking
feet down.
Okay, let me go. Okay, so let me go. We have to grab me with the fucking chair.
Going through a painful situation does not excuse a Karen snap. It is not acceptable.
Go ahead, stand up. Work. All right, cool. Turn around. Hey, here's your Stand up. Come on, stand up.
Now, in the back of a police car, what started as a bad situation with the loss of a family member has now become much worse because the family is dealing with that loss and another family member being taken away on possible felony charges.
It's over. It's already over. I'm taking you down to the county jail. And that's it, okay? Because the way you acted up there, I wasn't up there, so I don't know what happened. I'm just going to bring you down to the county jail, okay?
What is surprising is that situations like this are not rare at all. Officers often deal with people acting completely out of character. Like the next person, who decided to go topless at a pool and then claimed to be a man when confronted.
Is she here still or no?
Yeah, she just took her top off.
Oh.
Olivia knows she just took her top off now, but she was screaming, she was yelling.
So you just wanted her to leave?
Yeah, she was yelling in my face and smacking her hands in my face and yelling at patrons. She doesn't seem like it. She seems very...
Something's not right.
Yeah, and I said to her, I'm like, you know, if you at least calm down, I'm happy to talk to you. We can try to resolve this.
So where's she at?
She's over here by those two guards in the room.
She by herself?
Yes.
Okay, let me explain from a police perspective. You are at a family park, at a pool during what looks like summer, and staff tell you that someone is being aggressive and abusive. and then that person removes their top.
Hi.
Yeah?
What's going on today?
Nothing. I pay a lot of money, $17. I didn't have a chance to sleep because these fat ladies are occupying for 1 hour.
Okay. Why are we topless?
Because I'm a man. No, I'm not. I'm a man. I'm a transgender. So
This is a full Karen escalation where every response is aggressive and focused on making things worse instead of listening to the officer. The officer is dealing with a complicated situation because the person, while topless, is claiming to be a man, which adds another sensitive layer to handle.
The rules are that they can refuse service to anyone that they want.
No, this is not a rule. Why they want?
Well,
Why? I'm a transgender. You are against this?
no, I'm not.
No, so then
May I speak? May I speak?
Okay.
Please.
Okay. Why boys they need to use top?
That's beside the point. They wanted you to leave before you even took off your top because you're creating a scene here and yelling in people's faces.
I want to make complaints to the park district. I want my money back.
That's fine.
We are getting closer and closer to a Karen snap. When responses become faster, more aggressive, and the person stops listening to the officer, it becomes clear.
How you put a manager like that? How that you? There are so many young people. How can she?
Well, her appearance has nothing.
When the young people.
Come on. It's all right. Come on, we're just gonna walk through here.
My boobs are smaller than all the men. Do you understand I am a transgender?
That's enough.
Yes.
Now that's enough.
Yes.
Now you walk your way out.
No, I need. I need my money back.
Okay.
I need my money back. Freaking bitch.
Hey, can we?
I need my money back. Money back. I think somebody give me the money.
There's a lot of kids.
Oh my God! What a
There's a lot.
Another common Karen behavior is to provoke and involve other people or staff who have nothing to do with the situation.
I'm from Europe, okay? It's a
That's
very
fine. Maybe in Europe it's
different,
okay.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
a different
America.
country. This is the country with the more fat people, and fat people need to be told that they are fat and ugly, so they do something about that.
So you've crossed that line of disorderly conduct right now.
No.
Yes, you have.
Why you don't?
Which
Why
is
you
an
are not-
which
why
is an
is
arrestable
not- why
offense.
is not-
Okay. She's calling everyone fat and ugly. She doesn't want to be surrounded by fat and ugly people. So she threw this big fit at the manager, and then when the manager, was asking her to leave, she decided to take off her top. And then when I got there, she told me that she identifies as a man, so she doesn't have to wear a top, and she pointed out all the other men that aren't wearing it.
The officers talk among themselves to make sure they have enough reason to make an arrest. Being a Karen is not a legal charge, but the actions taken by this woman could still count as disturbing the peace.
You see where we are right now and why we're getting to this point?
Yeah, I'm saying you are
We're
fat
not-
and
we're
ugly.
not-
I said I'm not talking with you. Exactly what I said, because you are fat and ugly.
So do you want to identify yourself?
Oh, yes, so what is the problem?
Do you have an ID?
Do anything.
Don't pull away
No,
from us.
I'm not going. No, I'm
You
not
are
going.
gonna go.
No, you hurt me. Okay. I have to put that. I didn't go do anything.
It's gonna squeeze out.
No, it's hurting me. I'm not going.
It's not tight.
You hurt me. No, I don't want to. You want to call my lawyer
Go
now?
inside. We're gonna take all your stuff with you.
No, my car is here. My car is here.
Classic behavior, shifting from aggressive and offensive to acting like a victim. Saying, "I want to call my lawyer," is almost always part of how these situations play out.
It's because my hands are. Look at my hands. I want to go to Glenbrook Hospital to show them.
Listen, look.
Yes, yeah, my hands. Look at it.
Your
Look what
hand,
you-
these are completely
what you-
loose. I can move them around. They're positioned
It's on
properly.
camera too.
All right, have a seat.
No, I'm not going. No, they are not loose. Look at
Don't
my-
make us
look at
don't make
my-
us force you in here. We don't want to do that.
I didn't do anything.
16. What could have been solved by simply keeping her top on or leaving when asked has now turned into a trip to jail.
Glenbrook Hospital. I want to go to Glenbrook Hospital. Yeah, because you hurt my hands. You hurt me. I just tell the truth, Carmen. I have ID. I can give you that ID. Let me go. Let me go.
Carmen, who do you want to do a search on? You a female or a male? What do
I'm
you
a
want to
male. I'm a male.
do? You're a male.
Yes.
The only positive here is that despite all the chaos and arguments, no one was hurt. However, that is not the case in the next situation.
Ma'am, I can't help you if I don't get information. Okay, calm down, cooler heads. 61. The female's now driving off. Wants me to meet her wherever she's going. You can try to call her back and tell her to stop so we can get more info.
You can't, what are you doing?
Can you please go down to the river?
We are, but you can't be driving like that.
Please go down right now.
If you cause a crash, though,
I am telling
you're
you.
gonna get yourself
dead in the river right now. You're gonna all be dead. I have all the police here. I'm trying to get them to go to see if Peter's in the river.
We are now dealing with a very stressful situation. A man may be missing and in a river. A woman is driving dangerously and not listening. Things are not making sense, and the officers are under a lot of pressure.
You can't be driving like that.
This is my husband's location right now. Okay?
It's not in the water.
He was in the middle of the water. You need to go down. Someone go down there right now. I will not get back in my car. I swear to God. I will stand right here. But go down there right now.
I am going now.
Go right now. Go down there right now, please.
I understand you're upset. You do not need to cause a scene. Where was he supposed to?
Fuck up, you motherfuckers. Prick.
Where's your license now? Because you're about to be the
Fucking have
same.
my license on me, okay? Take me in, for God's sakes.
Okay.
And there it is again, the Karen snap. A person who would not normally act this way lets emotions and bad judgment take control over logic. Just because her husband is missing does not mean she can drive through red lights. She is not an emergency vehicle. Even if it feels like an emergency, that is why you call the police, not try to act like one yourself.
Absolutely not. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
You did not do that. What is your problem? We are trying to help you.
You weren't listening to me.
You weren't talking. We told you to stop. You wouldn't stop.
There, I said, please go to the river.
What do you think he's doing?
She's in custody?
Yes, she struck one of the officers while we were trying to look for you.
Oh my God.
My husband's not in the river. Okay.
He's okay.
I mean, honestly,
He's
go to jail. Like, okay.
over by 5th Street Pub. That's where we
Okay.
found him.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Jesus.
he's okay. He's all right. He's all right.
My husband cracked my head on the floor, and I'm trying to get up there to admit myself.
Okay. All right, we're just hang tight because that's what we're trying to investigate what happened over there at the
You
house.
put your hand right here and feel it for me. He knocked me on the floor, and I've got a big, big knot on my neck.
Well, if you needed medical attention, you should have just called 911. They would have came for
I
you.
don't trust any of you people. I want to go to the hospital.
Okay,
I'm
well,
here.
Okay, well, you're going to sit tight until we figure out what's going
I
on,
might
okay?
just drive away and go.
If you drive away, then you'll be
Yeah,
going to
what?
jail.
Then what? You're going to help me go to the hospital, aren't you? Because I'm a
You are not-
medical patient.
This isn't an
Feisty. She says I'm an asshole. We're all the same. She was driving to the hospital because she needs medical attention because her husband threw her on the floor and she has a big old knot. And she's like, feel the back of my head. I'm like, I'm not going to feel the back of your head. If you need medical attention, we can get it for you. She's like, well, I'm right here. I'm just going to drive away from you right now. I'm like, no, you're not. And then she's like, you're all the same. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not
I'm
going to
put my Terminator under her car. You don't have any guns or weapons in the car, do you, or on your person?
Nail clipper count.
I'm sorry?
Not. A nail clipper count? Of course I don't
No,
have
nail
guns.
clippers
Do I
don't
look
count.
like I'm someone who has guns? You look like someone who has guns, not me.
It's for safety reasons, ma'am.
Yeah.
Because you're being kind of feisty.
I'm angry and you're nasty and you should just go away. I don't have weapons.
I'm just going to pat you down.
I'm just wanting the passersby to
Do
know.
not put your hand in my face.
Don't
okay?
do that to me either then.
Turn
Okay?
around, please.
Hey.
Do
See?
not.
See?
Do
But
not.
you did it to me
No
too.
reason for you to get feisty right now.
Hey,
No reason.
you don't know my husband, okay? Stop
I
it.
need you to relax.
Yeah,
Take a deep
no.
breath.
No.
Relax.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to do.
Yeah, I'm in my pajamas because I didn't even make it past bed and he pushed me on the ground, okay? And nobody is taking care of me. So don't I'm being arrested for wanting my purse.
We're gonna
I
grab it.
want to know what's happening.
grab my hand like
I
that.
want to know what you're doing to me and why.
grab my
I
hand
have
like
a
that.
right to know. What are you doing to me and why? What have I done?
want us-
What have I done?
Do you want-
What are you charging me with? Take me to the hospital. We're done. Where's the car? I'm going.
Just a minute. I gotta talk to you first, okay?
I'm listening and that's it. Not talking.
Just listen and don't talk then. All right.
Yeah, right. Isn't that wonderful for all of you? All of you. You.
Okay.
You too. Just because
you have the right to remain silent.
Yeah.
Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law.
No, you got it.
You have
I'm
the right to talk
really
to a lawyer and
pissed
have him
off
or her
at
present
everybody
when you are being
today.
questioned.
All of you people are helping me. Not a single person here is a public servant. I can't get in here. No, I can't. No, I can't. But you're telling me what I can and can't do and what's so easy. You're going to tell me I am numb in one of my hands and I want to go to the hospital and you're going to tell me.
Your legs in the car will take you to the hospital.
Really? But if you would have left me alone, I could have gone there on my own.
Well,
See?
leave you alone because now you're under arrest. We couldn't
Right,
leave you
because
alone.
my husband's an asshole. And you're all working for him. You're all working for him.
Look at that. Nice
God
and easy.
damn you.
Hey, bro, chill.
Stop.
Let me go. Oh, my hair, bro. Why did you turn it into that?
Because you ran from me. Now you're going to go to jail.
Yeah, because you're tripping.
Because now you're going to go to jail.
Why do I gotta go to jail?
Because you stole stuff.
I didn't steal anything.
Why did you have to turn into that?
That's what I want to know.
You were going to go home with a summons.
Okay.
You were going to get a summons for all this.
That'd have been fine.
But if it's over $1,000, it might be a felony.
It's not over $1,000.
How much is in there?
I don't know. But you didn't give me a chance to. You instantly started harassing me like I
you
did
to open
something.
your bag because it's full of stuff that you didn't come in with. You
No,
could have opened
you
your bag and
didn't.
then that would have been it. You would have got a summons. I guarantee you. If you would have been cooperating with me, instead you
Please,
pulled
sir,
away and
I
tried to
can't
run from me.
afford to do this. My mom just. On my birthday, I'm just trying to make it ends meet.
Get your feet in.
Please, sir.
We'll talk about it. Get your feet in, okay?
But please, sir. I'm having a hard time.
What's going on today? I cannot hear a thing you're saying.
I just wanted to make some money so I can pay my rent and get some food.
What do you mean make some money so you can pay some rent?
Taking clothes.
Oh, you're taking clothes to pay for rent? Okay. Well, I'm not really here for that. I'm here because you and the officer got in some sort of tussle. That's what I'm here for. So can you describe what happened?
It wasn't much. Basically, I tried to run. He grabbed my arm. I got away. He pulled me by my hair. My shoes came off. He started throwing me up against the wall and stuff.
You didn't end up on the ground?
No.
It probably is. Okay. What's the total dollar amount?
$1,019.97.
Okay.
Getting a summons, sir?
So I would have, but the problem is you have another resisting arrest warrant.
What are you talking about? A warrant? I really don't understand why I have a warrant. My PO told me I don't have any warrants. Why do I have a warrant for? I didn't have a warrant. I haven't done anything. The last time I got arrested, they took me both to Summit Jail and to Canton.
You must have missed a court date.
I missed today. And they told me I wouldn't have a warrant for my arrest until next Friday.